Hey, this is Merow Haruko. If you're joining me, this is our second episode of Agrarian Skies 2, our skyblock here. Uh, and our objective today is to hopefully not starve to death. Let's go ahead and continue on with our quest chain here. This wants us to kill stuff. That's not happening. Ooh, spawn cow. Um, okay, this is food. Good. Food is going to be important. No strings attached. Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to have to start getting string. Um, Now, the cool thing about Skyblock is you've got two mods, X Asterisk and X Nihilo, which allow you to basically create something from, well, nothing. And that involves, right away, a lot of grinding. So the grindy parts we're going to skip. The setup, though, explaining the grindy parts, yeah, you guys can definitely join me for that, because I think it's informative if you want to play your own Skyblock. Now, if you guys want to play your own Skyblock, this one's called Agrarian Skies 2. It's one of Jaded Cat's recent projects. It's downloadable through the Curse. I'm going to say that it's a Curse client. If you want instructions on how to do it, I could provide that and do a little video on that. But for the, type in Curse Minecraft and it should come up with a download. Then you have to go into settings and um, allow it to access Minecraft and then download Agrarian Skies through the launcher. So you don't have to really do anything fancy. If you've never installed the mod pack, very easy. Like I said, if anybody wants any instructions, we'll go ahead and do that. This tree's taking forever. So let's move on. So one of the first things here is we're going to go ahead and make a crook. That's going to allow us to get string and get apples, and it even gives you a little introduction here. The other thing is too, we're going to go ahead and do crops later on once we get some seeds. So the first thing though is to probably start getting some string. Now, a big part of that is to make sure we've got a tree. So now we've got a tree. We're going to get a bunch of sticks. Now the sticks here, if you don't know how to do a crook, we'll go ahead and do a crook. And that's just 4 sticks. So I'm going to hold shift, left click, and drag. That's going to divide them up between the slots. I'm going to go ahead and go shift click, and it's going to make all of the crooks that I can make. So now we take our crook. Now the thing with the crook is it increases your chances of several things. Of getting apples, of getting saplings, which we're going to need a lot of saplings because that's our we'll get to that in a bit, and it's going to give us a chance to get something called the silkworm. The silkworm, very important. It's going to be our next step towards progressing in technology here. Technology being moving on from wood to string here. Oh, good, sapling. Now, as much fun as it would be to sit here and talk and grind a bit and have you guys watch that, I'm sure nobody wants to watch that. So let's go ahead and we'll do a little bit of time skip here, and I'll join you guys after I've gotten a few silkworms. Okay, so by a few silkworms, I mean one little measly silkworm. He's not even like the best little silkworm. He's just a runt. I kind of found him like hold on for dear life. So we're gonna pump him up a bit. We're gonna give him some tree food here. So we've got our nice little oak tree, and we're gonna plop him in, right click him, and I love the timers here. It shows exactly what's going on. It's gonna go ahead and infest the leaves. Now a cool thing, one silkworm will infest the whole tree over time. And what's gonna happen here is he's gonna just spread from leaf to leaf to leaf. Now once this is finished, we can take our crook and then hit the infested leaf. It'll turn white, and that'll give us a chance at string. I think it's 100%. Don't quote me on that. Really, don't quote me on that, because maybe somebody down the line is going to be like, oh my god, Merow told me that this was 100%. I really needed the last string, and it didn't happen. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, it's raining. I'm pretty sure the quest book is going to tell us to do this, but this is kind of an opportunity here that we need to take advantage of. We need a barrel, specifically an Ex Nihilo oak barrel, which is just going to be planks and slabs. Slabs, of course, are 3 across, and then I'm just going to spread this out. Limiting factor here is this, so we're only going to get 6 barrels. Great. Then hold shift, left click those, get them back in my inventory. Now, while it's raining here, we're going to go ahead and set our barrels down. The barrels here are going to allow us to collect some rainwater. Oh yeah, it's already collecting. It even says what percentage. This is how we're going to get our first water, because we're going to need water for our farm. We're going to want an infinite water source, and there is no more other sources of water. I think there's maybe... Oh, I thought that was water for a second. It's like, oh, apparently I'm a liar. There's one there, but I was not expecting that. I'm not going for it. You can go for it. I'm not going for it. That's a little suicidal right there. If I had a bucket of water, yeah, maybe I'd go for that, but that would kind of defeat the purpose. So, oh, that's infested. So now what we can do... see, he's moved on. Oh, little guy's hungry. So I'm going to carefully... Oh, destroy that. And apparently did not get a silk. Great. So, while we're waiting for the rainwater, we're going to also get a couple set up for some dirt. Now, I'm pretty sure the quest chain is going to have us move forward, but I really don't want to starve to death, and I'm already down by 3. It's time to eat, actually. Really hope you're not hungry, because we're just having apples tonight. Oh, so delicious. Oh, so hungry. Oh, please, I don't want to die. I'm too young. I'm only a few Minecraft days old. Put this back, because inevitably I will drop it. Let's see. Quest book goes there. Now, you may be wondering, if I put this down, how am I going to prevent water from getting in? Well, there's a little trick here. Oh, what's the best way to do this? We'll do that. So, if I do that, good. So now, get rid of these, get our slabs back. So now, if I set a barrel down, I feel like I need to go up one higher. Let's see, can I jump that high? Oh yeah, because that's a top block. I don't want a top block. You'll notice that it's hard to tell, but this is a top block, this is the bottom of the square. If I chop this down, it's still there. That's the bottom block. Now the reason we did that is so now these are kind of like covers. These aren't going to fill with water, which is very important. Now, to get dirt right off the bat, and oh god, look at him go. Oh man, he is hungry. He's just going to town. Poor little guy. So go ahead and throw some saplings in here. This is why we've been saving up these saplings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gives us composting. And it's going to go ahead and compost and get into dirt. And I'm just holding the right click button down. We'll go ahead and get some dirt here. We're going to need a passive tree farm here soon, because I am running low on bone meal. That's going to be a problem. So while he's... also, if you have 2 trees that are linked up by leaves, he will spread to the next tree. So be very careful. If you have like 20 trees in a row, and you put the silkworm thinking, oh, I'm just going to do the one tree, and you come back and all your trees are basically gone. I don't know if you can get saplings from the infested leaves. We'll have to see here in a bit, but on the off chance you don't, that could be very, very bad. Now, it might be a good idea to kind of expand the platform a bit. Do that in a multiple of 3 here. Oh, well that failed. 64. Let's see here. I guess we'll go this way for now, while we're waiting for our tree to infest. See, got a little mini heart attack here. Every single time. Let's see here. Now eventually I want to replace all this with full slabs, because it's just a lot easier to work with full-size blocks. But this prevents us from having mobs spawn for now, which is good, because we do not want to have to deal with mobs right now. That'd be very bad. Especially as I kind of get farther away from spawn. Now, mobs/animals can't spawn within... I think it's like 25 blocks or 20 some odd blocks of spawn. So you generally want to go about 25, 30 blocks away before building your mob spawners or your animal farms to get animals to spawn. Some sky blocks like to disable that, where you can't get animals to spawn. That's not the case here. In fact, it's encouraged later on that you start spawning animals in order to get the materials from them, but this has got a twist. The animals will eat you. I was playing around with this, and I had a chicken fly at me, and he was just as bad as the ones in Zelda, just go into town on my face, and yeah, it's not pretty. I'll need reconstructive surgery here. There's a lot of trauma, so we'll have to be careful when the time comes to make a chicken pen. Oh look, I've got a front door. It's kind of nice, you know, if I have visitors, ever. Let's see here. So we've got our infested leaves. Oh good, there's one. Now I don't want to touch any of the leaves that aren't infested, because they won't give me anything, simply put. So like this one here, it's not going to do anything. And I also need to be careful about not... Oh, look, he's got a little brother. Now that's kind of the nice thing about the, once the tree's infested, the little runts will multiply like crazy. Alright. That must be enough for the quest. Let's see. String. Okay, spawn sheep. Oh, let's see. What is this going to give us? This is going to give us seeds. Oh, that just wants crop sticks. Oh, well, we're totally taking the sugarcane. So sugarcane, spawn sheep. We are not putting the sheep down because he will eat our face. Sugarcane's good. Now, this mod pack has a really cool mod. I love it. It's a lot of fun. It's called Agricraft. It allows you to... oh, here's another trick. If you type @ and then the mod pack, so @ Agricraft, it shows you everything involved. This has got the ability to cross breed a whole bunch of cool seeds, like ender seeds, platinum, diamonds. So it's kind of like a magical crops stand-in. Neat thing is that the way you do it is you, let's say, take your... Like, how do you get emerald seeds, amaryllis? So if I left-click, it tells me I need to crossbreed ferrous seeds plus redstone seeds. They must have this type of soil, fertile, humus, farm. Oh, okay, so regular farmland, and it's got to have an emerald ore underneath that in order to get the crossbreed. Now, crossbreed's something we can kind of look into later, but it's kind of it gets a little complicated down the road. If you want a specific seed, you got to kind of go through this process of, oh, well, how do I get that? Oh, how do I get that? How do I get that? So I'm of course left-clicking on all these to get to them. And now if I want to know what this seed's used for, I right-click and it tells me, oh, it's used to make this, or it's used to make this. So kind of a cool feature of NEI is whatever you want to know, you just left-click, right-click, type what you want, and you can find the patterns. You never have to worry, oh crap, how do I make that? Oh, excuse my language. Let's see here. String. Hooray! All the string. Oh, don't want to do that. If I tear out this wall here, oh, I think I got another silkworm, then this will all disappear. Let's see, I could probably get rid of that one pretty easily. Okay. Don't want to disconnect this one yet. Cool. So 20 string. Crops are very easy. Let's do crop sticks here. Oh, in fact, I can physically see them. Crop sticks, 4 sticks. Yeah, I think we can afford that. Where's my table? Here we go. I might have to move this here. Let's get just a bunch of sticks. Yeah. Later on, when I get some materials, and you'll notice, you guys will probably notice I like to do things in bulk. I don't like making pistons every 2 seconds. I'll probably, when I get the ability to make a stack of them. So, crop sticks. So, that being said, you can't farm the normal way. Agricraft requires that you till the land and put the crop sticks down. You can't even till with a hoe. You gotta have, at least I don't think you can. You might be able to. I think it's got to be a Tinker's Construct hoe, though. It can't just be a vanilla one. So we get seeds, lettuce. Ooh, a watering can. That's really good. Potato or a raiding hoe? Now, the raiding hoe, I'm kind of leaning towards here. How do you get potato seed? If that's easy, we're just going to go with the hoe. Potato seed, potato seed. Sieving dirt. Oh, yeah, definitely. Because we're going to be sieving here in a few minutes. Yeah, we're getting a hoe, for sure. That's going to be the harder thing to get. Cool. So this allows us to farm. So that being said, here's my seeds. I wonder if I can fill my watering can with the water here. Nope. Glad I got some water here, that's good. Eat our last 2 apples. We are getting down on the food here. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't want those to despawn. Oh, our dirt's probably ready. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, there gets to be a lot going on in this mod pack pretty soon. So right click that, got our dirt. Now if you're too far away, it's going to just pop the dirt out and I could lose it over the side. So you want to be next to it there. Cool. So I've got a couple more pieces of dirt. I don't think I want to use them yet though. Well, I could probably get away with 1 for a tree. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This block is basic. Oh, I did get it back. Cool. So this is going to be my new tree. Or this is going to be... Oh, but I don't even have water yet. Oh, getting ahead of myself. Okay, so dirt. Let's see. We did that. Okay, we're heading towards the water here. So it wanted the oak barrel, and it wants cobblestone. The whole point of this is to make a sifter to get to the cobblestone. So the sifter, oak sieve. Type in oak sieve here. This is going to take oak wood, stick, and silk mesh. Silk mesh is just string. Let's take our string here. So holding right click and dragging, I'll do 1 at a time. We'll do our, oh, I need a little more planks here. Split our stacks. And of course I have no sticks. Okay. We got some sticks. Got our oak sieve, great. Where are we going to set that? I don't like there. I guess here's fine. Yeah, that'll do. So now, let's get some more dirt going. Yeah, this is probably the grindiest part, is getting our cobblestone. One of the grindiest parts, getting our cobblestone gen. Because if anybody's ever played vanilla Skyblock, you usually start out with a piece of lava and a piece of water. Yeah, the things that you take for granted just don't exist in modded Skyblock because, they want you to suffer a little. Suffering's good, builds character. I should probably be working on getting that cobblestone here. So, that being said, I'm going to sacrifice some of this dirt. Because I need to kind of move on. And honestly, I don't really need a lot of it right now, so much as I need to live and have food. Okay, so we're going to take our, this will passively grow hopefully. So now we're going to take our sieve, hold the right click here, and it's going to just sit there and sieve. It's going to give us different things. If you're curious what it gives you, I can show you here on next on NEI real quick. So we go up to oak sieve. If you right click that, it tells you nothing. Apparently I need to go to dirt. Dirt. So if I right click dirt, it tells me what it's used for. Used for all sorts of stuff. One of the things that will come up is ex nihilo. It tells you what you can get. You can get sugarcane, cactus, rubber tree, grass, some of the basic trees, seeds. It gives you this chance for stone. The stone is what's most important. We're going to go ahead and convert that here into cobblestone. Now, very important is to get, we're kind of heading towards a cobblestone gen. That's the point of all this. My 1 piece of dirt. In fact, I'll probably get another tree growing. Once we get a cobblestone gen, then we'll be in business and we can get a bunch of the other resources fairly easily and really build out this platform. Get a basic house going. Oh, cactus, nice. So, cobblestone, and there is an easy way. We don't have to have 8 cobblestone to get our cobblestone gen going. Let's see here. Go let's go to quest. So we got a reward bag. I could always use another pickaxe. Not a big fan of crossbows. They're kind of useless on Skyblock. Got a nice little reward bag here. Basics. Let's right click. What did we get? Trapdoor, fence, slabs, and planks. That could be useful. I need another chest here. Let's see. Get a couple chests. Start getting some storage going here. Yeah, the reward bags are always interesting because they're kind of a hit or miss. Later on, you get some really good stuff, but the basic ones not so much. So then we get a rainmaker and a spawn pig. Yeah, learn the hard way with the rainmaker. Apparently it explodes. So wherever you're going to put it, don't put it where you're going to want to build out there and put it down, and then it'll explode, and then you'll have rain. So that's kind of good if you want to get your basic water source going. But luckily it rained. We're not going to waste our rainmaker right now. What else can we do? We got this. And we're heading towards... wants us to do a basic wooden hammer. Let's see, where's my crafting table? So hammer, let's find out what that takes. Hammer time. Oh, one hammer, here we go. Couple planks, couple sticks. Stick. Alright, we got ourselves a hammer. Now what does it want us to do? It wants us to take a piece of cobble and grind it down into a hammer. I feel like this isn't the best use of this, but I guess we'll see. So we'll take that. We'll take our wooden hammer. So this is how we're going to get most of our resources here. And that gave us gravel. Okay? Now what does it want us to do? Take the gravel and convert it to sand. So let's set our gravel down. Take our hammer. Convert it to sand. I'm pretty sure it wants us to go one more to dust. Dust is the lowest. Dust, besides the gravel, sand, and dust being able to be sieved and get their own materials, which you can check via MEI if you search and right click and all that. Dust is used to get clay. If you put it, let's say, one of these water barrels, you take a full water barrel, I right click it with the sand. I've got enough. I can waste one here. Well, wait, let me see what I get as a reward. Oh, it gives me one of each and a piece of clay. I don't really need another rainmaker. Clay might be good though. Yeah, we'll take our one piece of dust and right click, and we got ourselves a piece of clay. Now the nice thing is with gravel, dust, and sand is that's how you're going to get most of your initial materials until you kind of get your little magical crops going and growing stuff for yourself. So let's find the... Yeah, it even tells you could use it to make sand by hammering it, or you throw it in the sieve and you get stuff like silver, aluminum, copper, which can be melted down later on into ores. So yeah, we'll get there. Let's see here. So we're probably bordering on the time. That's probably a good place to end this video. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we're still working towards that farm. Haven't starved yet. Very, very close. We're down 2 chickens and have nothing to show for it. But we are very close to having the ability to farm. And thank goodness, because if we wait any longer, we're not going to live. So thanks for joining me. This is Merow Haruko, and we'll see you next time.